coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the Texas Longhorns and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities, I expect Texas to be able to run the football. And, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense. Defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield, so a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
Arch is going to throw for it. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
To throw, it's Manning. He finds a dead spot in the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Now here's Manning. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll run the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. He'll run it again. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Handoff, Caden Durham. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Hall. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It'll be 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's going to come up about 5. yards short of the line to gain.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a push on 4th down. On the move at the 30. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Back open in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. The run inside. It's Harris. Trying to get it in. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Got his man down the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his highs and speed, so who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the arch connection and how it grows.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
So now it's second and long. Here's Arch to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the grab at the 10. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Sends it back in motion. On the move, it's Berry. Makes it past the marker. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Gets the back moving. The running back has it. Got a little grass. Inside the 30, they'll mark it at the 29.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll go to the ground. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. They'll keep it on the ground. He's it. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown LSU.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, Manning. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Running inside. It's Brown. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Trying to run, it's Smothers. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Makes the grab over the middle. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Really nice play call there, because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Here's Manning to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. They go play action with Manning. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3 as defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Fourth down, Manning. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Longhorns! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
3rd and 6 yards to go. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the returner is stopped. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Headed for the corner, it's Smothers. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing Manning. Finds his tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
1st down here for the offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Uncorks one to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Here's a give to Durham. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with third down and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Back to throw, it's Levin. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to... together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Kick is in the air.
Return goes out.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Manning fires to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the...
Grabs it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. Guys.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Berry. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Right back to the well. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with a look at Marshall taking on the number 21 team, the App State Mountaineers.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's... some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. He takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. They'll run with Brown. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And his defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking for room. It's Smothers. He has stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Right down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got some room to run. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2. Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, I love the idea by the offense here on 3rd down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense, understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline. They rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up 4th down.
The official says no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. The offense changing the play. On the run, it's Barry. Might have a chance. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I tell you what, those slant routes, they're timing routes, and those are really hard to get your hand on the football. Nice job by the defender seeing it, reacting to it, and getting his mitten there to knock it down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Arch is going to throw for it. He's going to take off. Got room at the 35. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point was good.
LSU 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer.
Looking deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. And is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Barry. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. LSU quick to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Going to take a shot on second and short. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Another incompletion on third down.
And interesting, on third and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that third down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. And he did not make it. The defense. against the run.
It's a turnover on down.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off, and man, could they have used that. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Arch Madness. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Again, it's Brown. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
We've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Takes a handoff. It's Hall. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He smashes his way through again. Turns it on down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run, played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Maybe a crease. Got enough for the first. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Go, go. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Booster!
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense. Intercepted and room to run. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with a W.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception maybe just a slow. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Takes the handoff. It's Hall. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
Hey, move. Flash. Go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got him this time.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Gets away from one, finds some space. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Arch to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Manning. Plucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. To throw, Manning. Looking for the score. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Texas fight and fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Handoff, Caden Durham. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. On the ground, it's Berry. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now he's looking to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. And they're able to get him down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.